Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm, of course, yours truly, the one and only Coin Baron. And today is going to be an absolute bullish stream because today I have to admit I made some very stupid mistakes. I was bearish on CRO in the short term, and you shouldn't be bearish in a bull market, guys. You should not be bearish in a bull market. So today I'm going to set things right. We're going to talk about the bullish potential because right now we're seeing some nice patterns building up. So we're talking about, for example, this bullish continuation pattern. So more about that, guys, in a minute. And also, of course, have some great news regarding, well, Crypto.com. Crypto.com, the exchange, becoming the #1. Later, a bit more, guys, in what they became the #1. Also, this is, by the way, a stream. We don't often do streams during weekdays. But let me know if you would like to see more streams like this during weekdays, because we might be able to arrange something like that. But today, guys, I want to start with the big news. And that is really that Binance coin. And we'll go to a chart in a minute. But let's go first to CoinMarketCap, because honestly, I think CoinMarketCap is great to see how bullish the market is right now. So let's remove this quickly. Okay, there we go. So this is CoinMarketCap, guys. Oh, I need to wait. This is, by the way, the music. 80 synthwave. There we go. So here, this is CoinMarketCap today. And one of the biggest movers on the daily today is BNB. BNB had quite a great drive today towards even as close as $800. $800 for one BNB. Now, if we go back, guys, to the previous cycle, you might still remember that BNB traded for just $28. $28. And personally, I kind of have this thesis that we are kind of the BNB of last cycle. So I'm talking, of course, about we as CRO holders, as CRO fam. And that's not because only we are very similar in utility, right? I mean, it's all correlated to an exchange. I also think that right now, the volume is really speaking about the network. So the network Cronos chain, getting the ZK EVM chain is not yet on comparable levels as the BNB chain. But I think we're slowly getting there, especially with the AI meta as well. AI agents might really be a driving force between new volume coming in. Anyway, so this is really what I'm going to talk about today, guys, in big detail. But first, let's say hello to MK. Let's CRO. Are we all in CRO yet? Not yet. Mr. Fuck the Rainbows here. Not sure if we see any pullback. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to talk about the charts in a minute. Mr. Rainbow, welcome. Then we have Joyce as well. I see V8 Freak. Hello, everyone. We do need a daily live and analysis. We might do something like that, at least on Twitter. I might give you a little analysis on Twitter. So V8 Freak has been really impatient. I really feel like everything is pumping and CRO is a sleeping giant still. Well, Mr. V8, we just went up about 3x in a month's time, right? I think that's okay. Having said that, if you take a look, guys, at XRP, beautiful week. Up 63% in just 7 days. If you go to CRO, where's CRO right now? CRO's dropping even. Well, below Matic over here, Polygon. So up about 17%, up 70%. But I think it's not about this week. It will be about the upcoming weeks, guys, because I do see so many bullish patterns emerging for CRO on the charts. By the way, Mr. Motors, welcome to the channel. Guys, don't forget to strap in, hit the like button, and let's quickly say hello also to Edward. If CRO pulls back and confirms the breakout at about 20 cents, that is actually the ideal trading pattern. But if you just rocket to about 40 cents, I wouldn't be opposed either. No. Strapped in until $1 at least. My man. Honestly though, if you guys take a look at XRP, right? XRP, take a look how easily, guys, we went from $2. Let's go to the weekly here. $2. This is 2, right? how easily we went from $2 for 1 XRP to about 280, 270. No one was selling XRP. So if we are like Mr. Edward over here, and we do not sell until we at least hit that $1 level, things can escalate really quickly. We can have those parabolic moves again. And I do think that I will go to the charts, guys, again in a minute, but take a look at a potential cup and handle pattern that we might be drawing this cycle that will at least bring us to that $1 target again, but potentially also to 2 or even higher. I mean, I guess you guys have heard about $2.71 target for CRO. Not out of the possibilities yet. Mr. Exchange Modus, welcome to the channel again. Scared money makes no money. Exactly. That's, guys, what I learned in the last week, that you should not be bearish in the bull market. Not be bearish in the bull market, but more about that in a second. Question here by MK, should I lock up 1 year to get a 20% staking? Depends, MK. How long do you want to hold on for? Because if you lock up right now for that 20%, you cannot sell this bull cycle. Mr. Chicks as well, welcome, good morning. Mr. Chicks, you have your coffee yet? Just had dinner myself. Joyce R, $2.71 will be very great. Let's crow. And welcome Marcus as well. I can actually unstake my card the other day. Don't want to miss the selling point. Makes total sense. Makes total sense, Marcus. What kind of card did you have, Marcus? You have the IC, the J Green, Ruby Red. And Mr. Rainbow, I just got some funds and I'm looking to buy some more Crow. We'll put in buy order in at about 20 cents and I do hope for the best. I am right now, guys, I don't know if we even are going back to 20 cents. The back test that I think Edward was talking about here, that will be the ideal situation. But I don't know if you are going back to 20 cents anymore. Whoa, about 1 million Crow Marcus. GG. Let's go to the charts, guys. Let's go to the charts because I think Marcus will be very happy when he sees the charts. And we can also talk about the potential, right? Because that's I think what we need to take a look at, right? So let's go to Crow US dollar. Oh, Crow US dollar. There we go. This is the pattern that we'll really escape out of. So I was bearish, guys, and this is the wrong one here. Let's go. This is the one. Not used to those weak streams, guys. Not used to that. But let's take a look what happened here. Because I had to redraw this pattern here. A few weeks ago, I was bearish on CRO because I think, honestly, that Bitcoin is taking a breather right now. And Bitcoin is taking a breather, guys. Bitcoin has not really been doing anything for the last few, weeks or days. And of course, it just had an amazing pump here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are range bound here in between 100K and 90K for a long time. And that's the exact perfect breeding ground for altcoins. And if you go quickly again, before we go to CRO, if you go to CoinMarketCap, you can see that we actually, you can't see that here. You have to go to CoinGecko. Oh, here it is. No. Let me go quickly to the altcoin season index. And right now you can see it's altcoin season. It is altcoin season. That is why Bitcoin is not going up as much as, for example, XRP and BNB today. And not only XRP and BNB. If you take a look at the biggest gainers this week, the biggest gainers are altcoins, all altcoins. HBAR, for example. HBAR, guys, has been absolutely on a tear. But the same is true for Yota. I see Ondo Protocol, Gala Games, Tron as well. Tron entering the top 10 here. And EOS. So really utility altcoins, mainly still from the 2017, 2020 bull market. So these coins are not dead yet. Not dead yet. But well, we're talking about the crow patterns, right? And I was bearish because if you draw another line here, what you could see is that we kind of fell down from this pattern here, But I completely was locked out. I was really just believing that we could only fall down from this pattern. But once it started falling, it created here a new bottom, and that was really the new upwards trend. And honestly, in retrospect, it is perfect. It is absolutely perfect, because let's remove these lines for a minute. There we have the 21-day simple moving average. And it had complete support from this line. So you see daily closes all above the line. It got a bit freaky here. Because we had South Korea. That was some bad news, of course. Actually, that was yesterday. Don't know even what happened there, but for some reason, we were dumping a bit back to about 17 cents. I think Bitcoin was a bit scared. Right now, they were definitely back on track. And if you take a look at the pattern right now, if we close today above this line, above at about 21 cents, we escape this pattern. And you do see, hey, it's a triangle. But this is a special type of triangle. And I also talked about this on my Twitter, so make sure you follow me at the Coin Baron. But where is it? Is it this one? No. Make sure you follow me at the Coin Baron. But this pattern has a name, and I lost the name for a minute, guys. Too much TA. It looks like a flag, right? It does look like a flag, and it is a flag. But this is not just a flag. It's called I lost the name for it. A wedge. Is it a wedge? No. It has a special type of name, this one. But this is a flag, which typically actually points downward. Well, still, we can use this flagpole to actually go to a new target. So let's say this is more like the flag, right? We can use this flagpole to go to a new target. So we can actually break out from here. And I do not have to use this one, but I have to use the non-logarithmic one. And you can start to see that, whoa, this is a wrong one. We have to use the right flagpole. This one, there we go. And you can see this brings us to a new target. And this new target is absolutely in line with other expectations. About 35 cents. 35 cents for 1 crow, guys. And why is that perfectly in line with other expectations? Well, it fits, for example, perfectly on the rainbow. Fits perfectly on the rainbow. And well, I think we got Mr. Rainbow here in the chat as well. Thumbs up, mister. Because if you go to Crow US dollar on the rainbow chart, which is, by the way, logarithmic, where does it touch? Where does it touch? Where does it touch? And I have to go to logarithmic again. It touches this line at about exactly 35 cents. 35 cents for 1 crow. So it makes total sense, guys, that if we start to escape, if we close today daily above 21 cents, the gates are wide open for that new high at about 35 cents. That's the first big escape, the first big target, guys, that we have to be aware of. Other than really 23 cents. 23 cents might be our first hurdle, so it might take a few days that we struggle about 23 cents. And then suddenly, without any resistance, we go from 23 right up to 35. 35 cents, definitely. Martino, do you still think we go to 14 cents? No, I talked about this on my Twitter, and honestly, I made a mistake there. I made a mistake. That's for sure a thing. I was looking way too much at the short term, but we hold on to the 21-day simple moving average. So yeah, I was wrong. I'm a human, and I learned, guys, not to be bearish in a bull market, especially when it's alt season, right? It is alt season. So be bullish, guys, in a bull market for sure. 46 views, by the way, 13 likes. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for coming in today on a Wednesday. Not even a weekly close today. And Martino is here saying it's about 38 cents. I think 35 is fine. 35, 36. 38 is above my personal targets. But it's close enough, right? Isn't it? It's close enough. Whoa. Edward coming in with about 750k crow. Jesus. I think, guys, like MK is saying, I see plenty of millionaires in the making. Plenty, guys. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to Christmas with a very big bag of crow, honestly, guys. Because also at about 35 cents, 36, maybe even 38, like Martino is saying, I don't feel that much resistance either. If we go back to the charts, let's go to CoinMarketCap. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Very celebrating 4 months of membership. Christmas was going to be very, very nice. Mr. Varys, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for strapping in today. Ah, there it is. Varys became a member. Didn't see the message, but well, Varys is a member already for a long time. Christmas is going to be nice. 4 months. Welcome, dude. Edward is right now sitting at home with a newborn, so why not just tune in? Mr. Edward, I got something for you. You might have to DM. You might have to DM. You might have to DM crypto.com because I don't know if you got twins. I don't know if you got twins, but let's go to this here because I got on the Loaded Line exclusive. I saw this popping up. I see this popping up here, and yeah, it's very cute. It is well, hodl me. Hope you can read it in a nice crypto.com bag. So I don't know. He got a very nice present here with a hoodie. I don't think that's a Christmas.com, crypto.com Christmas ball as well. But this is looking very, very fancy here. I think it was Crow Wizard. If you guys want to look him up on Twitter, Crow Wizard. No twins, thank God. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Okay. What were we talking about? By the way, at the moment, the Crow price is pumping as well. So you guys are definitely pumping the price as well. GG. Let's take a quick look here at the chart. So again, my personal target, the first one is over here. But if you zoom out a bit more, let's out of fit it here. We have to go to the weekly more or less. You see, we did struggle a bit at about 35 cents here. You see, it took a few days here to really get above that level. That's 35. I have to go to a different chart. But it didn't take very long to break at about that 40 cents level here. Once it was above 40 cents, we went to, I think, $1 in just 2 weeks. It just took about 2 weeks to go from that 40 cents, 38, 40, I think 35, 36 is about the level I'm talking about. But it went, yeah, 2 weeks, 14 days, 14 bars here to go from 30, 35, 38 to about that $1 target. So let's say we're going to repeat something like that, right? Let's say we're going to repeat something like that. We can actually copy the bar pattern that we have here. Because honestly, I do believe that we are about to go to that next level. And it will be very quick. It is right now an alt season. So things like this happen very, very quick. It might be like this flagpole here. It might be just like this flagpole. So let's say we're going to break out at about 23 cents here in about 1 or 2 days. Possible. Might be a bit more struggle. Then let's say we could be, before Christmas, we can already be at about 35 cents. Before Christmas. Let's say the 15th of December, in about 10 days. If you struggle there for a few more days, then we could even be at $1 before the 1st of January. Potentially, right? That's not given. That's definitely not given. We might have to see. We might have to struggle a bit more at about 23 and then 35. Those are often not carbon copies really of the previous cycle. Well, things can happen so damn fast. MK just bought more. Oh man. I think you're going to be happy about that in the end. But of course, no financial advice, guys. No financial advice here. Martino just flexing here a bit. 2.5 million crow. By the way, Martino, I'm going to your city again. Next week. Going to Feyenoord. And guys, if you hold a loaded lion, there are a lot of different giveaways going on right now. A lot of different giveaways. And let me look it up for you guys as well. Loaded lion. I think I retweeted it myself as well. One sec. There we go. So this was me at not the Feyenoord Stadium, but the PSV Stadium. Just a few weeks, 2 weeks back, I think. It was last week already. Hospitality, free drinks, free food. All thanks to Crypto.com, of course, and the Loaded Lion community. So again, right now they are doing a giveaway. So if you hold the Loaded Lion, you can again go to... I think actually you have to do it today. Oh, it's already too late. I'm sorry. I did retweet this. So guys, make sure you do follow the Loaded Lions account and of course my personal account. But they are doing, I think, right now a giveaway for UFC fighting, and as well, again, more Champions League. So Crypto.com being a head sponsor really of the event is absolutely amazing. If you hold the Loaded Lion or if you use Crypto.com, because I think even today they might be doing another giveaway. If you follow them right now, yeah, here it is. You can go to Crypto.com here, the Twitter account, X account, like and retweet. And also make a post. Do you guys think Real Madrid will win? Inter Milan, Arsenal? I don't know this one. Oh, I think this is Benfica or Sport Club Portugal. I don't know. No clue which one this is. This might be Sparta Prague. If we've got any football enthusiasts over here, please let me know which clubs these are. I think this is Brest, Stade Brest, city in France. But this is absolutely great, guys. If you hold a Loaded Lion, and it's not very expensive to hold a Loaded Lion, right? It's only about 1,000 euros or dollars. Not the most expensive. Feyenoord. Come visit me. Are you there as well? Cool. Anyways, guys, beautiful things happening with the Loaded Lions. With Crypto.com as a company, because that's actually what I want to talk about right now. If you guys got questions, let me know as well. I see Solid Snake, and I do see kind of, well, it's not really a question, but we need a Merry listing, and we might get one. We might get one very soon, Solid Snake. I think you've heard the news about the balls pre-sale. Yeah, balls. If you have got any children listening, sorry. Not very friendly today. But we have the balls on Cronos, balls of steel. And they're doing a pre-sale. They're doing a pre-sale right now. And you can send tokens. Not just Crow. But you can send also other tokens. You can send, for example, Mary. And not only an EVM, also on ZK EVM. And there is no cap. And why? Why would they accept tokens like Mary? What's the reasoning behind that? Why would they accept the Mary token? Could be because they want to have Mary to make a liquidity pool. That's a possibility, right? That's a possibility. But in the past, and no financial advice, what they did in the past as well is that they hold on to their tokens like Crow at Knife to actually do something like over-the-counter trade. So basically, Crypto.com might be going to the balls team like, hey, I actually want to get your back of Mary because I need that on my platform. So I can actually allow for an actual listing on the Crypto.com app and exchange. Things like that happen a lot, especially with tokens that are kind of high in market cap. So for example, Mary right now has about 30 million total market cap, which is not a small token anymore. Definitely not a small token. Not a big one. It's not like Doge or Shiba Inu or Pepe, of course. But you do need over-the-counter trades for listings like that at these points. Happens a lot. So my potential play here, get into balls, make sure you deposit Mary, and they might use that for a listing in the future. Mr. John, welcome, dude. Good to see you. Good to see you. How confident are you that CRO will pass its new all-time high? Well, Ryan, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about CRO for the last 3 years if I wasn't very confident about that effect. But well, let's use the A-ball, guys. Let's use the A-ball. A-ball predicts the future, of course. Let's predict the future. A-ball, magic A-ball. Will CRO surpass its previous all-time high? Question by Rajan. And it's hard to read sometimes. Guys, I don't know if you can read this, but it says... It's hard to read, it's too black, guys. But it says, indications say yes. And obviously, guys, obviously, the 8-ball here does not predict the future. Doesn't give any financial advice, but he's right. Indications do say yes. And one of these indicators, guys, is, for example, this here. This is an indicator. This is an indicator. Crypto.com exchange has taken the top spot on Kaiko Data's recently released exchange ranking for Q4. Let me reiterate. Crypto.com exchange has taken the top spot for Q4. That is so freaking bullish, guys. That is so freaking bullish. You can also check out the data for yourself, but Kaiko apparently, and I didn't hear from them before, but they are apparently a great data aggregator, so they are a reliable source. They are definitely a reliable source. And also if you go to, for example, CoinGecko, let's go to CoinGecko quickly. CoinGecko.com. You can go to exchanges here, crypto exchanges. And if you go sort here on volume, the second largest exchange, the third largest exchange here is Crypto.com. Crypto.com. And yes, they are still behind Binance. They're definitely still behind Binance. But they're growing, and they're growing at a very quick pace. Not only thanks to the marketing, UCL, absolutely huge marketing, but also because of the performance really of the token. That does help. That does definitely help. Even right now, at the moment, as we're streaming this, CRO is pumping a bit. But I can really tell you guys that that pump here, that first initial pump of CRO that brought us from 7 cents here, 7 cents that brought us to 21 cents, that was huge. People started discovering the CRO token. People started hearing more about the CRO fam. People started hearing more about Crypto.com, about the Cronos chain. I think, guys, that really the volume of the Cronos chain that really started going off here. That really started going off, and also dApps, like for example, Push Up Fun, are getting used more. We got Barra as well. Barra is a token, a meme token. I think for the Telegram game that they have. But that's absolutely beautiful, guys. Sanja saying I go for €2.40 for CRO. I think $2.30. That's like wait, €2.40, right? That's about $2.71. Psycho, my man, welcome. Strap in, man. Don't forget to hit the like button when you come in as well. And Mr. Rainbow, Baron, if this works out and I will make the gains, I need to solve some issues. I have to go to Romania. You will love it there. I think I went to Romania in the past. It's a beautiful country. At least the countryside is. I never really went to a city there. But how do you get the loaded lines? Well, MK, you can actually go to crypto.com/NFT. Let's go there quickly. Crypto.com/NFT. There you have the NFT marketplace of Crypto.com. You go to top collections here. Now you see Loaded Lions. And Loaded Lions right now, they go for about 868 US dollars. There are 10,000 lions and they all have a different look and feel. Red background, green background, crazy eye, blue lion, sunglasses, whatever. So they all have a bit of their own identity. And some are more rare than some others. For example, if you go to, I think it's head, if you want to find the crown, so you can search for attributes. Crypto.org crown. Those are a lot more expensive than the other lions. A lot more expensive, but if you just want to get the advantages, like free UCL tickets, like going to fights, like getting airdrops, doesn't matter which one you take. They often get the same advantages with these tickets, for example. Is there a Fey in a Loaded Lion? I think there is one that kind of looks Dutch. For example, this one. And I think they also got the hooligan mask over here. So, well, you could say that's the Feyenoord one. No, only love the Feyenoord. I really like going there. It's the beautiful audience. The ambience, the atmosphere is great. But this is looking Dutch, kind of. Mr. BT, good morning. From San Diego, California. What's the weather like, BT? Been holding Crow since 2021. I hope, BT, you actually bought in not at the peak, right? I hope you didn't buy at the peak. Do you still remember, BT? When did you buy in? What's the lowest price you got in? Because Crow, of course, 2021 was a crazy year for Crow. 2021 was an absolutely crazy year. Coinbase listed it at about 24 cents. So if you bought at the introduction on Coinbase, you were okay. But if you bought just a few days later, you got in right at the peak. Mr. Legacy as well. Hello, Coin Baron. Let's strap in and moon. Let's strap in and moon for sure, Mr. Legacy. Welcome. But okay, let's go back to the tweet because I really think, guys, and this is not the one I meant, but or is it? Can't find it anymore. Jacobo coming in from Italy. More than 500,000 Crow. Beautiful, beautiful. SD is beautiful right now. Mr. Fallbrook, what are you talking about? The standard deviation? Jay Smith talking about an average about 7 cents. Is it okay to take some profit at about 28 cents? Mr. J Smith, it is always okay to take profit. It is always okay to take profit. Make sure you set yourself goals. Make sure you set yourself goals. And if you're happy with about the 4x, because you can go on a holiday, you can get a new kitchen, buy a new house, get a wedding ring, take profit. If you do not need the money though, if you do not need the money right away, I think it is wise to hold on a bit longer. That's no financial advice, but it's what I'm personally doing. It's definitely what I'm personally doing. But yeah, let me know if you have any goals. I mean, definitely if you have a lot of money on the line, it can be scary, right? It can be very scary to hold on so long because, of course, it is still crypto and it can go down. Mrs. ZDZ, 1.5 Crow here, but an average entry of about 6 cents only. What do you have? Do you have a carp, Mr. CDZ? Beautiful. I got caught in the run of 2021 and I've been down till recently. Wait, you've been down till recently, so you're up right now. Beautiful, man. Great to see. Guys, thank you so much for coming in on a Wednesday because I want to take a look right now at what BNB did today. What did BNB do today? Well, it went up a lot today. Let's go to the daily gainers. And I thought, well, BNB was up a lot today, but still it's not up that much. I think Cronos might be up more today, actually. Wow. It's beautiful to see. I need to share the screen, though. So Cronos up about 12% today. Up about 12%. And BNB Also up about 10% today. But I think it's really important to talk about BNB, guys, because based on the article we just read, I think right now Crypto.com is really taking a lead. It's taking a lead in very important markets. For example, Europe. In Europe, they're becoming right now, I think, the largest exchange that there is. Partially because, well, in many European countries, BNB is forbidden. For example, here, I cannot use legally BNB or Binance. I can't. Especially because right now with KYC, of course, you need to provide your passport. So if you have a Dutch passport like I have, you cannot legally use BNB. I'm not going to forge passports myself. That's, I think, very much illegal. But right now here, Crypto.com is the number 2 exchange. I think in Germany also number 2 or number 1. Very close. Very, very close. And also, what I've heard is that right now, if you go to the US Play Store, for example, BT, I think he lives in California. He might actually check for me, if possible. But I think if you go to the Play Store, go to Finance, we got Coinbase and we got Crypto.com. Coinbase and Crypto.com fighting for the number 1 spot regarding popularity. Number 1 spot, guys. I really do believe that we might be just one cycle behind BNB. And we're gaining more and more ground. And why is that important? Well, guys, take a look. Here, we just today broke again 100 billion US dollars. 100 billion US dollars. That was also the high. That was the high previous cycle. I always kind of had the thesis that we are one cycle behind BNB. But right now, of course, we're going to a new cycle. So this is my absolute bull case. But if we go for CRO to also that 100 billion mark as the absolute peak, right? Then we might be talking about that $5 CRO. And that's, of course, the absolute bull run. But history has shown us that it's definitely not impossible, right? It is not impossible because BNB has done it. And also, after the bear cycle, they have recovered. Right now, back on track. I think they also surpassed Solana. Let me double check that one. I think they did surpass Solana here. Ah, well, it's changing again. So Solana, BNB, it's going round and round. Today, Solana is down, BNB is up. Solana is down on the week, by the way. Solana is hit hard by the pump fund debacle. And honestly, on Solana, of course, there's a lot of volume, but also a lot of scams, honestly, guys. Without the memes, Solana is not worth much, I think. Anyways, guys, what do you think? Am I crazy? Today I learned to not be too bearish on CRO, right? To not be too bearish on CRO because that will get you burnt. Because honestly, I had a buy order. I had a buy order ready at about 15 cents. Because that was my short-term prediction. But I also learned today that you should not try to get in on the short-term trading. I have a really great track record. Guys, and let's knock on wood right now. I have a great track record personally on longer time frames. For example, based on the rainbow chart, I bought in at the absolute bottom for CRO. I have a video talking about this. And I think I have to double check. Let me check. I don't know. You can check my profile, of course. And there I do have a video. I think in the thumbnail does mention the price. But that was a great buy. I think it was 6 cents 8. 6 cents 8. And that was a beautiful buy. But don't try to do it too short term because you will get burned sometimes. Don't overtrade, guys. Holding is definitely undervalued. Mr. Allen, welcome. If Chrome hits $2, I will be very happy. By the way, beautiful dog. Beautiful dog, Mr. Allen. When do you think alt season will end? I think alt season hasn't really even started yet, guys. Alt season doesn't even have started much yet. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance, because there you can see when we have alt season, where we really have alt season. BTCD. And this is my potential alt season, right? Potential alt season. This was an alt season, the big one. That was the big one. Then we had another alt season. How long did it last? Well, this was about 200 days. 200 days. About a year's time. A true alt season, though, comes in phases. It does come in phases. But normally, if you go to, again, the other tool that we have, we can better talk about altcoin years and Bitcoin years. Right now, it is not yet an altcoin year, but it can become one. Well, I think next year, like the upcoming 12 months are more bullish for altcoins than for Bitcoin. That's my thesis. And we can see right now, we're definitely gaining ground here as well. We're definitely gaining ground here on this chart, which is beautiful to see. Beautiful. Is buying a loaded line enough to receive tickets for the Champions League? Sometimes, Martino. Sometimes. Let me show you today. It got announced today. It got announced today. So hey, mainnet citizens. Match day 6, so that's Feyenoord, is around the corner, and we're thrilled to announce we have received additional allocation of tickets. So you don't even have to have a loaded line. Sometimes, and you can see, I don't know if you can read this, sometimes a loaded line or a dark line is enough. And a dark line is about $100. And right now you can just go to this Google form, fill it in, and then you get the ticket. So it is really easy to get tickets. It's, I think, the lowest barrier to entry. And honestly, guys, these tickets, these Champions League tickets are worth around, I think, $150 per ticket. And you get 2. So it's it's definitely great, guys. Definitely great. The more lines you have, the bigger the chance for winning. I don't think even the amount of lines matter, Edward. Very happy today. Well, continue like that. Thank you very much. Guys, let me know in the comments or in the chat right now if you'd like to see more daily streams, or, well, daily. I might do some more weekly streams at least, because there are so many things happening. Last Sunday, I was bearish. That's the honest truth. I make mistakes. I'm human. And right now, I'm super bullish because the pattern that we're seeing. So Bitcoin dominance, you see, right? It is going down. It will take basically until summer next year, they will have real big altcoin gains versus Bitcoin. You can also see that on the CRO Bitcoin chart. CRO Bitcoin. I bought here, right? I really bought in big here. This was too dangerous for me. This could have been a falling knife. But if you bought Bitcoin or converted Bitcoin into CRO there, big gains. Franny Av as well, joining the club. Thank you very much, man. Welcome to the CRO farm. But honestly, it is time to get strapped in, guys. It's time to get strapped in, because the potential versus Bitcoin is absolutely huge. And I think the question is not this cycle. The question is not how much euros, how much dollars. The question is how much Bitcoin will you get for 1 CRO? Well, how much Bitcoin could you get for 1 CRO? We got very close, by the way. Got very close, and it was scary. That you could buy 1 million Cronos for 1 Bitcoin. But not for long, not for long. That was the absolute discount opportunity of a lifetime. CRO's back. Mr. Undurech, what will you do after this bull market if you end up a multi-millionaire? Let's ask it to the chat, guys. What would you do? What would you do? I talked about this in the last video I made on the rack. I want to become my own boss, right? I think that's for many a dream, to become your own boss, to decide your own working times, to build your own wealth. And what they are going to do on the crypto.com roadmap, and let me share it to you guys. they will start with business accounts. So basically, I will keep investing with crypto.com as my business account, hopefully. And I might go into real estate. I might go into also earning with crypto.com stable coins. I don't know yet. But let me know, what's your plan? What's your plan? So Mr. Demo here. I won my first Champions League ticket by holding a dark line. Then I bought a loaded line and won another set of Champions League tickets. Highly recommend buying a loaded line. Yeah, I'm really glad I demo. I think I saw you and your son on Twitter. That was beautiful to see. Really making memories. And it is so much fun to go to football, especially those hospitality tickets. You can even win some shirts sometimes. Did I recommend that to you, Demo, to get like the dark line? If so, I'm glad you listened. Edward going into real estate. Ooh. Do you want to flip or do you just want to become a landlord? Martino. Nah, just convert it into USDT. Repeat the cycle again in 3 years. Makes sense as well. Mr. It's ZJ Pay. Mr. Ids. $2 CRO when US exchange launches in Q1 2025. Ooh. Honestly, guys, this is definitely underrated as well. This is definitely underrated. Do you know how much potential there is? How much US citizens want to have a cheap exchange? Because let's be real, guys. The spread in the crypto.com app is crazy. It is crazy. I heard from Crypto Diamonds that he wanted to actually sell some XRP. But the spread inside the app was crazy. Crazy. 5%, something like that. It's not worth it, man. If you go to an actual exchange like the Crypto.com Advanced Exchange, we're talking about, I think right now the fees 10%, 0.10, a lot better. So right now this will open up the door to so many Americans. First and foremost, I don't know if they will open doors in New York as well. I think New York has some special laws in place. But hey, it's going to open up not only to the US, but also to North Korea. I don't think North Korea will get Bitcoin. Or, well, they might have Bitcoin, but South Korea, of course, the South Korean exchange here. Beautiful steps here for Crypto.com to open the doors. Because if you go to the CoinGecko again, this guy's Upbit. Does anyone in here use Upbit? Does anyone here use Upbit? It is huge, 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 huge in Korea. All the trading pairs, Korean won. And yes, they also do offer CRO. On Upbit, people are crazy for CRO. So that might also help us to get, to next levels. That might definitely help us to get to next levels. How many CRO do you need? Need for what, man? How many CRO do you need in life? To retire? To become a millionaire? Between 200,000 and a million CRO, I guess. To become financially free, just living out of your CRO stake. Depends. I really think it depends if you can live cyclically as well, because there will be bear markets, there will be bull markets. And I do think that CRO had a really rough winter, really rough crypto winter. And I think it will become easier as the time goes. Did you deposit your loaded line? No, you have to just put it in the crypto.com NFT, not deposit. You have to just put it on the website, basically. You buy it and that's enough. Once you've bought it, they know you have it on your profile. They can check it, they can verify, and you just have to enter, I think, your email address that is related to your crypto.com profile. And then they check, hey, you have a loaded line, check. Here you have tickets. I'm so glad to see you guys, by the way. I'm really bullish. It's a Wednesday. 74 viewers. 37 likes. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, strap in. And make sure you also are subscribed, because tomorrow we will be dropping a more technical analysis video, because I talked a bit about this. I talked a bit about the potential, right, for CRO to actually go up very quickly, because this is kind of the setup we're talking about. This is the setup we're talking about. It's a flag with it's a special type of flag. It's a special type of flag where we can use the poll, a part of the poll, to actually measure how high we can go for the next target. About 35 to 38 cents. You can't see the screen. I'm so bad at this. I need to learn how to switch screens. Why is it always pumping at 1 a.m? Is it because it's in Singapore? Is it 1 a.m. in Singapore? Honestly, performance, I wouldn't mind about pumping. If it was dumping, just hold. If it was really dumping today, guys, oh my god, what's happening, by the way, guys? CRO's almost up to 22 cents. GG. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Let's go to the minute chart or 5-minute chart, because what's happening here? 23 cents is really I think the looking beautiful, by the way. It really pumped today to about 23 cents. 23 cents is the real first resistance that we do have. The real first part of resistance. And above that, not much. But this is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful. Do you see also how it perfectly touched this line here? It had a wick. It had a wick on the 5-minute chart. Probably just a quick wick here. And it jumped up. That's really bullish, guys. I think that is the retest that you want to see. This is the retest that you want to see. Demo actually bought the loaded lines after me talking about them on YouTube. Clever, man. Good decision. I really hope you like going to the games. It's beautiful. Just the anthem. Just, I don't know if you guys are watching right now from the US. I do know that football or soccer there is not really that popular, but the Champions League is the biggest league, and they have their own anthem. And every time I hear the anthem, it's like, it's goosebumps, and I have those, my hair, man, my arm hair is, it's beautiful, beautiful. This is looking good though, guys. CRO pumping. I want to see it on the short term. I want to see it really break this line. Once it breaks above 22, we might go to 23 again, retest it, see if we can break it for the really short term. But again, guys, short-term trading is dangerous. I learned my lesson. I should have bought below. I should have bought below at these levels here again. I do have some more CRO stacked, so I'm decently happy, but I could have got more myself. Could have gotten myself more. But we go, we learn, and I share. I'm really transparent, so if I make mistakes, guys, please do hold me accountable as well. You can even buy the loaded lines using the app. That might even be the easiest way to get yourself a loaded line or dark line. Crypto Moriarty, is that the cap from Street Fighter? Street Fighter? I played some Mortal Kombat today, but I'm not really well known with the Street Fighter market cap. Niwani, welcome, dude. I used to app, but recently switched they did switch to 0% fees. That's true. That's really true, guys. If you go to the exchange, and I might be able to show it to you guys, crypto.com/exchange. You can actually select one token with 0% trading fees, and I cannot really show it to you. That's really bad. Fees and limits. There we go. Zero fee trading. Tap into 0% trading fees with your favorite token for about 12 months. So right now, as you can see, you can go to this website, select a token. So CRO is one of the tokens. Of course, guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the real popular tokens, they do not get for free. You have to pay. But if you are holding CRO yourself, this is a great way to cash out. So guys, make sure once it goes to the United States of America, when it opens up in Korea, when it opens up in other countries as well, I saw them really expanding to the Middle East as well. Make sure you get yourself the exchange, select a 0% fee token like CRO and start trading. Start trading. Make sure you select the token because you think about the one you select, because it does last, the lock lasts for 12 months. But these are the available tokens, so you do have some choice. If you are a Solana maxi, Cardano maxi, you can do 0% trades. Beautiful. Can't wait until the CDC exchange goes live. The fees are horrible, for sure. Definitely. Varys, my man. Varys is feeling hungry. Hungry for more gains, right? What do you think it might drop to after 35 cents? If we retest CRO at about 35 cents or 36, the worst case, the worst drop I could imagine is back to the trend line that we have. I think I have to check it. I think actually the better way to take a look at that is by going to a different type of chart. Let's go to the daily and zoom in a bit more. So what you can do is you can actually get on, for example, TradingView, you can get Fibonacci levels, Fibonacci retracement levels, and those Fibonacci retracement levels are decent for support and resistance lines. So what we can do right now, we drag it up. It's something like this probably. This is not good. You need to, this one. No, not this one. This one, beautiful. Let's make sure we do that correctly here. And this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So after 35 cents, the first retracement level that I could see is 29 cents. 29 cents here, guys. That could be a potential retracement point after touching 35 here. 35 is the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level. So if it goes back, it would be a perfect retest if you go back to about 29 cents. I hope it does answer your question, Mo. Welcome, by the way. Welcome. Demo, I love going to the games. When the Champions League anthem went off at Celtic, I got goosebumps and hairs raising on my arms. My son's face was priceless. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Celtic, unfortunately I missed the glory days of Celtic, but still, I think even where I live, Celtic still has this fame about it, you know. Beautiful. Just to be sure, that's the green one, the green club, right? So yeah, 29 cents might be the first point of retracement after hitting 35 cents. Make sure though this last. Oh, by the way, the spot order trades last until the 0% trading fees last until November 2025. Okay, beautiful. Daniel though, big Chelsea fan, big Chelsea fan. Do you play in PlayStation or Xbox? I do have a Switch Solid Snake. What do you have? Do you think there will be money coming from CRO, from BNB to CRO? I don't think we will get money from BNB to CRO. Maybe if BNB has to close shop again in some countries, maybe then, but I think that's not... I think it's more likely that we get gains from like XRP, Ethereum, because what will happen, guys? What will happen once those altcoins start mooning? People will sell on the Crypto.com app. And they might think, hey, I might sell into something else or buy into something else on the Crypto.com platform, right? What is available? For example, CRO. Is Mary on the exchange? Mr. Dr. 23, welcome. Mary is not yet on an exchange, but it might be coming. There is some speculation going. I do have a question, Mr. Ripai. I think I saw a comment from you on my latest video. You did mention, right, if you go to let me get the comments. Otherwise, I'm talking bullshit probably. Let me get the comments quickly, guys. Your videos. How's the music, by the way, today, guys? Let me know. Is it okay? Do you like synthwave? Do we need different tunes? Ah, this one. I hope you don't mind I open this comment, Mr. Ripper, but I'm honestly really curious because what Mr. Ripper is saying here, the more products they offer, the less volume goes into CRO. And I'm really thinking hard about this. So the context is, guys, that, well, we do have right now only really a crypto focused platform. So crypto.com, as you can see on the roadmap, has crypto, but also wants to go into stocks, banking, and multiple cards. So I think the argument is, but correct me if I'm wrong, that once crypto.com starts offering stocks and ETF trading and more banking, that less people will buy CRO. I think the opposite, because personally, what I'm thinking right now is that if you are an ETF trader, and you get like this this offering, right? 3% deposit bonus. That sounds really interesting, right? I might actually want to move over my stocks to crypto.com. But if you want to get this bonus, this deposit bonus, you do need to level up. So I really don't care about crypto, but in order to get yourself the deposit bonus, you might have to buy yourself some CRO. And honestly, guys, if you're a big stock trader, that 3% deposit bonus could be enough to pay for the level up itself, right? So if you go to choose your level, they need to actually buy themselves some CRO. But that's my personal thinking here. I think it's only really bringing more volume to CRO. I don't really see them or selling, because if you start selling, you also don't get the you don't get the downsides anymore, or the benefits really of the level up program. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Ripper. I think it's an interesting thought, though. It's an interesting thought. By the way, I made a tweet today. Could you guys guess the meme here? Can you guys guess the meme? What is the Cronos chain meme today that was pumping 55%? 55%. I think it's time for a drum roll here. Guess the Cronos meme. Who's that Cronos chain meme? It is. I need to go back. Or is it? It is push the button. You guys are push the button holders. It is bullish. Those are bullish days today, guys. Up 55%. This token, if you guys don't know, by the way, this token is on the Cronos network, and you could use it. You could use it to actually go participate on the Balls pre-sale. I can't see it anymore. I can't see it right now, but it's definitely also a narrative that might be very bullish for push holders and for potential push buyers as well. Whoa. We started streaming, guys, and really, Cronos is going mental right now. Cronos is going mental. Let's remove this one. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart, because even the 5-minute chart becomes more and more interesting for CRO. Let's out of it. So my thesis is that we are going up right now. This might be the start of this new uptrend for CRO towards that 35-cent level. Beautiful. Do you think there will ever be a crypto that fluctuate based on European football? I know there are fan tokens, but I don't think that will do very well. Be a crypto that will fluctuate based on European football. Do you think like... well, what I do know, Daniel, for example, we do have stocks. In the Netherlands, you have stocks for Ajax. Ajax is one of the biggest clubs here. And they do have their own stock. And if the club is not doing well in Champions League, not doing well in Europa League, the stock is going down as well, because basically is directly linked to the income of the company behind the football club. So I don't think that will be linked to crypto, because that's very close to stock. Fan tokens make more sense though. The more fans, the more hype. That's not really related to income based on football. Edward is not selling until we got an exchange listing in the US. I think honestly it's an underrated narrative for the CRO token that might bring us back to $1. We don't need another stadium. We don't need another Crypto.com arena too. I might like to see though if they start sponsoring a Formula 1 team again next season. That might be big. I think they stopped sponsoring Aston Martin. If you go take a look, guys, at, for example, I'm not entirely sure. I think it is McLaren F1. I think they're sponsored by OKX. Not entirely sure though right now. There are so many sponsors here, guys. For example, Chrome. It might actually be Mercedes. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, actually, it is OKX. I don't know if you can see it here in the wing. Sponsored by OKX. Beautiful. We might see something like that popping up again. And that might really bring us to that $1 level. Who knows though. Okay, guys. It is 8 o'clock. It was a weak stream. I'm really glad to see 68 people right now, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do me a favor. And I probably need to answer some more questions. For example, Bjorn, we talked about the all-time high, but what do you think about the CRO price in the shorter term? Let's say the mid of April. I think mid of April, that's really long away. That's really, guys, when probably we are going to a new all-time high. Mid of April. Let's talk about that more, I think, next stream, next Sunday, Bjorn. Guys, every Sunday, 9 till 10 p.m. Amsterdam time. I'm doing the weekly close. But let me know in the comments, guys, again, or in the chat if you want to see more weekly streams like this. Because honestly, there's so much happening during the week as well. I made a mistake, guys. That's the conclusion today. I made a mistake. Do not be too bearish in the bull market. Do not zoom in too much on the short term. I made a mistake by looking at the hourly charts. Make a look at weekly charts, daily charts. You can make better conclusions based off these charts instead of really focusing down on the minute chart, hourly chart. That's my advice today, guys. Of course, no financial advice, but we have bullish times ahead. Having said that, guys, thank you very much. Let's strap in, and we'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.